beyond that, he's a little bit of a tiny meat shield with his E.
Yep, anyway, into the Rift we go. As SGB and SE face off. Again, this is an important series. As we look ahead to playoffs, these two teams both need every win to fend off Team Wales.
BTC, well, SGB definitely looking to fend off Team Wales. And SBTC, they want to fend off GARM. They want to keep ahead. They want to reach that level, second place, so you're not getting picked by Team Secret. You want to keep as far ahead of the pack as you can. It's not as drastic for them if they lose. It's not the end of the world, but of course, every win is important. Maybe if you can keep
it's about form,
playoffs, it's better for you on your run for Worlds. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Team Wales has got to be one of the softer best of 5 opponents. That team has really high highs, but I don't see them doing it 3 games in a series. So SBTC would love to try and knock SGB out of playoffs contention, but I don't think they're going to be thinking about it that way. I think they just want to get every win they can.
Absolutely. Try and stay in that top 2 spot is where you want to go. If you can make that late push for number 1, even better, but schedule is not really in your favor in regards to matches compared to Team Secret, so it should all be fine.
Anyway, let's put playoff speculations aside for the moment and look into the game itself. Both ADCs have secured themselves extremely strong picks. Oh no, my feed. Oh, no worries. It happens every now and then. I think the spot lane is actually, despite the fact that Leona and Nautilus are there, good job VCS by the way, very interesting, should still be fairly quiet. Both of these ADCs just want to farm up. The real question is, when do Paulette and Taki abandon their partners?
That's going to be the interesting question. We see a Hook come out. They want to get a little bit of something going, but you see the calls from the AD carries. They're really interested. And this early aggression from BJ, not quite spotted, I don't think. They seem vaguely aware he should be on the top side. But full clear has come out from the side of DNK compared to just that bottom quadrant for BJ. So they're sort of pinging out. He should be on the top side. They don't quite read he's at their Krugs, but they know he's top side and Enper's playing safe.
Yeah, I think Enper sniffs out the Krug steal. They could try and go under tower, but it seems extremely risky. The wave's not really in the right position. Yeah, Talia on the way up. SGB wants this. DNK is going to be close enough to join the fight a little bit after. They need a one-shot here, Marby. Teleport being called. They jump in. Froggy was on half health. Enper's ignited, but he has to run away. This is a disaster, SGB.
Yeah, DNK.
Why did they force that so hard?
You've committed everyone to this top side.
BJ might die.
Oh, yeah, that's a flash stun. And
yeah, puts up the shield, but now he's still on the run. DNK chasing him down. Needs one more auto attack. Good job, Froggy. The knockaway will save his jungler, but still, he loses a blue buff. They lose first blood. What have you done?
Yeah, no buckler to help lock down kill. Just a bit of a fumble.
I just don't understand. Just back off.
Yeah, they see DNK. And then they just realize, okay, we definitely can't burst out Enper. We have to run away, and unfortunately, they kind of get a little bit blocked by the wave.
But they still go for the burst. Way out. When the TP came in, they hadn't hit BJ yet. They hadn't hit Enper yet. He could have just walked away, and I think they all escaped. They go, okay, whatever. We wanted the dive, but we got the TP.
Yeah, I definitely think they could have and should have backed off, but in the end, they go for it. It's not the end of the world. You lose a bit of pressure, but you still have the abilities to make more plays around the map. You can still it's recoverable, but yeah, it's rough, especially in that jungle position where you're just feeling that pickaxe. It's not doing a lot right now for you.
Yeah, I mean he lost.
Happy with his CS lead.
Yeah, BJ lost his blue buff for just Krugs, really. He stole the enemy Krugs earlier on, so maybe he's not terrible. And there's a scoop. Froggy's gone.
Yep, just really nicely played. Ignite to finish it off, and BJ and Taki just here to salvage that wave, I suppose. It's just
I hate
first to the call, and we're seeing, and it's been a great split from this guy. Happy to see it.
And I hate to harp on it, but the typical response when that Azir does get level 6 earlier is you just have to flash the first attempt at the Shurima Shuffle. But Froggy didn't have flash because they forced that dive in the top lane. That top lane dive has now resulted in another kill going over to SE.
It's all spiraling now, and TNK lurking on the top side wants to cover the Gwen best he can. It's still a very good matchup for Hasmed. He's building up his lead, a bit of a CS lead, and they're just gonna try and keep it safe. And oh, here we go.
Hasmed caught out a little bit, Enpa throwing out the needles, but in the end, SE have the good sense to just back off.
Yeah, it's a bit of a fumble on that play. Ultimate use, but for nothing from Empa, and so this gives Hasmed an opportunity perhaps in the upcoming minutes, but Empa's just gonna keep playing it as safe as he can. If he sticks close to or under that tower, should feel safe.
Should do. Looking back down at the bot lane, you said it before, the culls are in, it's farm o'clock. Need to see Taki getting out onto the map, having some impact. Oh no, Hasmed might have chosen the wrong time to use that E because DNK's now arrived. Hasmed not giving him an angle, but Templar's verdict will come in, and it's another kill for SE, and they are running away with this one.
Yeah, really nice use of the crap, I've forgotten what it's called, the W from the Poppy.
Steadfast presence.
Well, yep, that's the one. As she walks behind for the pushback, does not give the angle to perfect execution through the Poppy as an escape. And then nothing left for Hasmed to try and dash through towards the bush and try and outplay that way. Nothing to be done. So the patience, the persistence, it is rewarded for DNK. It's given a little bit of room for BJ to catch up, about 10 CS, but that's only a couple camps for a kill. That's fine. You're more than happy with that.
It's also not a true catch-up because DNK has a whole bot side of his jungle to farm.
Sure.
So DNK will go and get more of a CS lead whenever he has time. But it looks like SE are more interested in a Rift Herald, which makes a lot of sense. It's a much bigger prize. DNK here, he's strong. Already has the Barmies compared to just the Iron Spike Whip from BJ, a much weaker component, obviously. Hasmed, not really strong enough to move down. This should be SE's Herald.
Still a little bit of pressure from the side of SGB. Hasmed has that priority in the mid lane.
Oh, Taki lands the E, and that should actually be a kill going in onto Dia 1. Well done there by Taki, playmaker.
What? Okay, flash, right. I didn't see the flash, and it just looked like Taki didn't get pushed back by the Emperor's Divide, so bit weird, but looked a bit funky, but now I see what's happening. Paulette is here, Zeri and the AD carries have arrived. This should be SGBs. This feels like a bit of a silly fight. You maybe commit to a steal, and that's about it, but here we go.
Well, with that knockaway from the Poppy, you can put the numbers very quickly in your favor as Froggy is taken down. Paulette picking up that kill, but BJ moving forward. Shogun picking one up for himself. Paulette hooking to the wall, and now with Dia 1 returning to the fight, SGB will take the 1-for-1.
Yeah, 1-for-1, but Celebrity going down for just another kill onto Froggy. I feel that's definitely just great for SGB. They also have the Rift Herald in pocket, so Hasmed with the first rotation, you can knock one away, but it doesn't really amount to much because you're only knocking away the support. That's not really all that great. And then just look at all the damage. Just the flash, the spear, and then the auto attack still carries through and takes out Celebrity despite the dash over the wall. And everything just comes up pretty nice for SGB. Empa can't really get anything done on the backside. He's just not involved with this play. Now, Panther to the top side, Rift Herald in pocket. Gonna try and make something happen onto Empa.
Yeah, they're going to have a crack at the Gwen. The Ignite goes down. They should be able to lock him up. This should be free as easy. It is an SGB. They bring back the disastrous early game and bring themselves level.
Yeah, they find a good pick. The misguided team fight from the side of SBTC doesn't go their way, they are going to pick up a dragon now. This is, I mean, a huge buffs to the individual Drakes. Cloud in particular went up about 100% effectiveness. They just straight up doubled all the stats on it. Unfortunately, if you lose the top tower, that's that's way better for SGB. It makes BJ a lot happier. It brings Harsmed well into this game. He's well and truly ahead of Emperor at this stage. They're even going to get the second crash. It's all just going fantastic for the Buffaloes right now.
Yeah, they really did recover from that very, very disastrous top lane dive. They have managed to bring it back. One thing this does do is, as you can see, Emperor, he now has a free lane to farm.
Yep. If he decides to hold that freeze, it should just get him a decent lead. Then you have to play around where does Akali go and keep track of that, but does not seem to be the typical measure of play. They want to be able to match priority. It's always something you want to do on this in the top lane, is try and get them into these fights. That seems to be the main cause of play at the moment, but 3-4 minutes until the next real objective, you can definitely just pull back, play as safe as you like as SBTC, just slowly accrue a top lane advantage, and then at about 1 minute to Drake, start the shove and get a good bye.
Yeah, that's pretty much the plan. We do see Shogun picking up those 2 kills. He's got himself to a Kraken Slayer. He's finished his cull as well. Of course, Celebrity has as well. So that is evened out. Both of these ADCs somewhat accelerated. I have to see what they can do when they actually get to join a true 5v5 that's fought in earnest. As SGB are able to clear out this vision. They've got pretty much run of the whole map at the moment, barring that mid lane. So overall, it's SGB with the incentive to just play this one out.
Yeah, they still want to try and make a few things happen. The composition realistically is not quite as, I mean, all things equal, front to back, it should be SBTC favored, but the ability to just do this.
Yeah, he comes in. Grand Sky for the knockback onto Enpa. They don't want to keep chasing though, so it's just going to be a big chunk.
Yeah, just going to be a chunk. Bit of a not quite the Avengers Assemble we're looking for. In the end, it's all good though. They saved the tower. So, they've gotten a push going.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never understood why they've been called the Avengers. Which Avenger is Talia?
It's because they both have a superhero entrance. The original thing was Avengers bot lane in the LCK, like just on the Pantheon rework.
Celebrity in trouble, locked down, good cleanse, good flash. Actually buying so much time, but maybe not enough as he'll go down. Enpa will follow him, but a shutdown will go over. Taki having to go gold. Honestly, considering the situation, SE have done damn well there.
Celebrity played that about as well as he could have.
Yeah, I don't know what more he could have done.
It's just unfortunately, Pantheon's just a bit too tanky and can just survive that whole endeavor with all the tower shots. Might have been a little bit scuffed on the tower doesn't ramp up, do any damage bug. Froggy is in trouble.
He is, gets scooped, but this time has flash and just walks away.
But guess who's here?
DNK! Bang! Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. Sets him up. DNK knocks him down. It's a good pick in the mid lane, and that should cover it all right. And then we're just gonna see here, Pantheon is gonna take way too many tower shots, and it is ramping up. So it's not quite the bug. It's not quite the end of the world for them, but yeah, just too tanky at this stage. Can quite happily eat the 4, especially with no damage going down onto him. Celebrity, I think, slightly misreading where the aggro had gone and just not being able to find that finishing touch.
He had a lot to read, to be fair.
He had a lot to go on his plate.
He had a lot on his plate. He did about as well as he could, I think.
Yeah.
We now have 40 seconds until the Dragon. Doing a quick TP check. It is SGB with more. They've got that one on Hazmed, so theoretically, they have priority around this one. They'll also pick themselves up this second Rift Herald. SE not particularly interested in contesting that one.
Teleport on Hazmed. Ultimates coming up for Froggy and BJ shortly. They can be anywhere on the map they want to be. DNK just doing his best to sort of keep Hazmed at bay. and give Dia some time on the tower, but that's not really going to amount to too much. Top side belongs to the side of SGB, and with this Rift Herald in pocket, they are going to crack this mid lane, and that really opens up the map and just makes this pick comp infinitely stronger.
Yeah, this is SGB kind of running the map as they actually burn the Solar Flare onto Palette. Not sure I agree with that usage there by Taki, but I don't think it's going to matter. They should be able to move safely down to this dragon. Yep, I think they are. As Enper trying to pick himself up a tower, but Froggy responding in plenty of time. But SGB, they've fully stabilized and they're fully in control right now.
Yeah, right now they are running the show. It's so hard for SBTC to really do anything because SGB can make the plays, and then they have all the perfect tools to react and not deny anything from the side of SBTC. So cross maps can't quite come into fruition. So it's all just sort of stem the bleeding as best you can for SBTC. They're doing all right with that. There's only 500 gold down, which is pretty much nothing. You're fairly happy with that. If you ever get a straight up 5v5, you definitely still have all the tools to win it. It's just a matter of can they ever get to it, because SGB have all the tools to get into the tower, jungle, find someone out of position, or not even out of position, just like having a little time of their own.
One thing to point out is that currently Azir does have the second most gold in the game. He's a little bit behind Shogun, but it's very far ahead of Froggy. So Dia 1, I mean, if you have to ask anyone to put on the carry pants, it's him and Celebrity, and I think both of them are in a pretty good position to do so.
Yeah, all three carriers of SBTC are fairly comfortable. They're not too far behind their opposite numbers. Just like a small component for Hasmed. A completed item for the side of Shogun. That's of course the biggest difference. And then Dia 1 a little bit ahead of his opposing force.
That's 1,200 gold. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit, but it's a matter of what that gold is converted into. The one needlessly large, the almost completed Shadow Flame. That's fantastic. The rapid fire cannon, also pretty good. I don't really love it, of course. I think RFC is kind of infinitely worse than Phantom Dancer. Just go that, but here comes Weaver's Wall.
In comes the wall. That's the Avengers entrance. I kind of see why they called that name now.
Yep, there it is. Not much Celebrity can do there. Gets blocked by the dash. Oh, never mind.
Fight in the jungle as Hasmed doing his best. On the other side, we do see DNK going down. Hasmed successfully buying time. And SGB, they pick up the kills. They'll pick up a tower. And they're looking very, very good.
Yeah, going to be traded on the top side. A little bit of gold back. Just some more for Dia 1. But just finding them separated. SBTC can't really group up. They can't afford to group up because if you overload bot side, they can, even if SGB is on that bot side as well, they can swap to top side. They can swap and take something across the map with ease. Yeah, just dives in. The minefield means the dash away from Celebrity gets interrupted. Then too much CC for that little Zeri to deal with, and it's starting to look a little dire for SBTC. SGB, they've got it rolling, and now they are not taking their foot off the accelerator.
They really, really aren't. BJ has been ulting basically on cooldown. Been everywhere on the map on this Pantheon, and now he's having a look towards Enpa. Has flash if he wants to get the stun in. He does. Hasmed bringing the damage. The execution comes in, and it's another one for the Akali.
This Gwen pick, it's not doing very well. Didn't do so hot in the 1v1. BJ comes in, completely ignores the immune zone with his jump stun, and it just means that there's nothing that Enpa can do. Cannot ever get away from the duo if they try and kill him. So just another pick, another tower. The further extension of the gold lead should be just about 4k after this tower falls. With that, SBTC, it's starting to look dire. They can't quite bring it together. They can't find anything. It's up to Palette and DNK.
Marby, are you counting a Zeri comp out? So I won't have that. Oh, Dia locked up in the solar flare. Does manage to get out of there, though. This is a lot of ultimates being burned in a scuttle crab fight, VCS way.
Oh, sorry. Run.
Froggy putting up the wall. They're actually just sectioning Paulette off. He can't get away. He'll go down. Beanjay trying to continue the fight, but there was a big knockaway there by the Poppy. Beanjay going low. Beanjay going down. Hazmed could find his way in. Dun, 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 dun. We're waiting in suspense. And the team fight's over. SGB have somehow won it. I hope we get a replay. As Froggy finding his way onto Celebrity to be Hazmed that picks it up. DNK, last one to go down, and we need a replay.
We totally do, and DNK is... And I think a lot of that is Taki went in, dumped all his CC on Celebrity, and then got to go home early. Very, very nice work from the side of DNK. They're going to quickly pick up this Baron. It's, oh my god, are we going to quickly pick up this Baron?
Yeah, the feed.
Find out next week with Dragon Ball Z. So we're going to pick that up. They can easily switch that into the Dragon Ocean Soul. Is going... will absolutely shut out what SBTC can bring to the table. And here it starts off a little bit fuzzy. They end up having to blow a lot onto Paulette, but once it actually kicks off, Taki gets kicked out. But who cares? That's a Leona. DNK has really not been doing fantastic.
Really smurfing this.
Oh yeah, Harsman absolutely tears up the back as well, and he almost tries to hunt down DNK, but once he's pushed him into this, into wrapping around this side, he can follow the E back, kill off, I think that was Celebrity at there.
Celebrity it was, yeah.
And then DNK's just stuck in the middle of no man's land and basically secures both kills, and just, you're taking a 4v5, basically a 4v4 at that stage, with Taki being kicked out and Paulette being dead, and you're just not as strong as what SGB brings to the table at this moment.
It's very true. BJ as well did a good job starting the fight. I was a little bit worried when he got blown up, but SGB were able to navigate that one to perfection. Hazmed showed why we rate him so highly as an Akali player. Yulwei once again saying Hazmed is better than Showmaker. He's famous for saying that. As a wall once again going up, SGB wants this tower.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall comes out. They don't really have the ability to siege fantastically, especially with Froggy reapplying to mid lane. So it's a bit of a waste, bit of a fumble. But hey, you know what? Who's a great split pusher? Pantheon. He can just go up, keep a wave pushed, and then if he's ever needed, he ults in. It's fantastic. It works out really well. Similar case for Froggy, but I mean, there's no Weaver's Wall right now, so bit of a moot point. But in the end, it's a low top lane tower that'll fall, and just this gold lead further and further extends. 7k now. Should extend just a bit more to 8.
Yeah, Spoots is reconnecting.
Boots may have just died.
No, he said in Discord that he's reconnecting.
Oh, we're back.
Hello? Are we back?
We are back.
Hello, friends.
In chat can hear us. We don't have a stream.
No, we do have a stream. It's back. We're here. Hi, guys. We didn't miss anything.
No, not really. Nothing happened. Where are we at?
Dominus Rift.
SGP.
This is League of Legends.
Doing a lot. They just need to close out their game. They don't have a really fantastic siege composition. They have a lot of dives, so they can definitely try and do that at any point, but if they fumble that, the SBTC has the counter dive available to make that a less appealing option, so that's why they're just sort of hanging out, waiting for the next dragon to arrive, going to pick that up. I imagine SBTC is not really going to contest an Ocean Drake at this point, especially because it's not Soul, and that gives them a little bit of time. Baron up very shortly after. That might be an actual site of contest. Otherwise, we're just going to wait and see Baron fall to SGB, and then a siege commences. Woo!
I mean, I feel like SE has to fight at Baron. Like, you're going to lose either way. Like, take the 10%, not the 1%, as I always say.
Timings are just a little bit annoying for SBTC.
Yeah,
they can't do a rush. And besides, there is no way you can burst down in time before Pantheon teleport and Froggy join and make your lives a living hell in that pit. They might not be able to fully stop you in a 3v5 situation, but they can definitely delay you long enough for the bot lane to show up. Mm-hmm. So Drake goes down.
They're just gonna give this up. I don't like this from SBTC. I feel like you have a lower chance at winning the game after this Baron than you do at winning a Miracle team fight.
So I don't think they're fully giving it up. I think they're just trying to sneak a little bit of extra gold onto Emperor, give the waves a good position. But we will have to see because of all the posturing. I think it's just fix waves and then try and contest it a little bit better. So
yeah, they do have TPs on both solo lanes.
There is pings onto that ward behind Emperor. That could be a little bit of something. I don't think so.
I don't think that's going to go anywhere. They're on the Baron.
So I think it's a little bit of delay. Maybe commit DNK to a Miracle Steal if you need to. But as it is right now, they save off the Baron. They pick up some gold for themselves. Good bit of play from SBTC.
Yeah, SGB a little bit indecisive here. I feel like they had to make a decision, either go and repel Emperor or just commit hard onto the Baron. Now they've done neither. And yeah, look, I don't think they're super upset about the game going a little bit longer. They do still have a Sivir. But I'm still scared of Zeri, Marby. I think maybe I just have trauma related to that champion.
Yeah. I have trauma related to about 90% of the champions in this goddamn game.
It's true. I think Zeri is something special, though. Oh my god, BJ just flashing over the wall. Dia 1 just trying to poke him. Froggy comes in, pops his head. Teleporting in is Emperor. It's not where you want to be, my guy. As Froggy picks himself up a double, Husmed fending off the rest of the chickens. And out of nowhere, SGB have picked up too.
That's why it's Pantheon, baby. You can just start a fight whenever you goddamn feel like it. Husband looking over the wall. DNK can disrupt it, but he has to get in. He's going to have to try and go for the steal, but that man's dead.
Yeah, DNK had to have a crack. Didn't really have a chance, though. Celebrity gets locked down by Taki, uses the cleanse, does get a little bit of distance, but it just doesn't matter because he's being hunted down by SGB. Shogun will close that one out with a boomerang blade, and that, I think, is going to be game one.
Talia didn't stop Zeri from being able to Zeri away, and then Taki can set up the stun, and the CC is all very good. Dia 1 and Emperor are back to defend, but it should not be enough. I do not think they have the options. These minefields, again, denying a big streamer shuffle to try and save the game.
Tier 1 going low. Akali hunts him down. Huzmed with the killer instinct. The knockaway, the incorrect tower tanking might actually make this a little bit dicey with the respawns coming in, but the Weaver's Wall should allow them to just hit that Nexus. I've got my eyes on Shogun as they do this one through. BJ picking up another kill. Now the Nexus is being hit, and there it is. SBB pick themselves up game number 1.